My sunshine, my sunshine.
Hello and welcome. So tonight we are with the one and only Ohemaa Sofyaah. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so tonight I'm gonna do a little, random homegirl interview. Okay. And we're gonna ask some pertinent questions that I'm sure you all would love to know. So we would start off with when did you start doing music?
Wow. I started young, say about the age of 5. I started doing music, you know. So, yeah, at the age of 5, I started. My mom was a Christian type woman, so we came up early singing, going to church and things like that. So, yeah, I was about 5 years old when I started actually just projecting my voice and finding my way through music.
And was that just around the home or was it in like Sunday school?
It was around the home, as well as going to church. Um, I used to have me. I sing so much. My mom bought me a karaoke machine, so I would use the karaoke machine and just sing on there, singing to Sade, Anita Baker, Erica Badu, like all these Aretha Franklin, and all these different legend artists that we grew up with and stuff.
So at what point did you start entering like talent shows and stuff in church and in school?
Okay, so I started entering talent shows middle school, actually. That's when I really came out of my shell, as far as music wise and being in front of an audience.
So how was your parents? At what point did they say she has something? This is serious. You know what I mean? She's not letting this go. Let's do something with her other than just singing in our ears in the house.
Yeah, mom was the first one. She's like, up there with the karaoke machine, I was getting carried away. And she's like, be times like, yeah, you can sing, but shut up. It's a little bit too much. But, my mom and, my grandmother and my father and them, they knew. They knew from an early age of, when I was talking, I was trying to sing then, you know what I mean? But like really actually projecting my voice, being able to learn how to put little words together, writing and stuff like that, I'll say about 6 or 7, I really actually got into that mode of learning how to write songs and, just it probably didn't really mean much of anything. I was young, but just still, all in all, I was, kind of just fiddling around with the talent.
But when was the light bulb moment? Like, I see myself on the stage. I'm gonna be a star.
Oh, well, that started actually, like I said, in middle school. I'll never forget we had a talent show, and it was me and a friend that I grew up with. Don't want to say her name because some people don't like their name exposed,
Right.
but yeah, we started, and I remember I made up this song, and we got on the stage, and we just really killed it, and everybody just went up like woo, and since that point on, I was like, I really have a gift and a talent. I'm gonna use this thing to the best of my ability. So from that point on, I began to progress with my vocals and things like that, and just really started writing music more and more and more. And that's when it got to the point where I gathered a few friends, and we even had a group going. And
Oh, okay.
her uncle was our manager at the time. We were still in middle school, but we were very talented. I would write the songs. I was mostly the lead singer, and they were the backup singers. And I never forget, I wrote a song called Always Up Too Late. I'll never forget that song. And I remember we recorded it, and he said, I'm going to have y'all practice this song, and I'm going to submit it to the Apollo. And I never forget how, oh my God, we practiced tirelessly. Every time we missed a note, start over again. If this, nope, start over again. But it perfected us. And we actually got accepted to go to the Apollo. And I remember telling my mom about it, and, being such a young age and stuff like that. She just, I don't know, you know how mothers can be sometimes, when you're going off to strange places alone and just worrying and things like that. And she just said, no, you're not going. And she was like, you try to go if you want to. So I really felt at that time that could have been my break. Mm-hmm. But, as children, you have to obey your parents. So, yes. For that is right. I don't know why at that moment I was stopped. But, John knows everything. So
was your manager like a Matthew Knowles, or were you like a Beyonce to the group? Were you the Beyonce?
I was the Beyonce to the group, honestly speaking.
How I know that? Why did that come to me?
I know,
And they stopped your shine.
Pretty much.
But you know what? Sometimes we at that moment don't see that there's other opportunities coming that are bigger and greater.
Exactly.
So at what point when you were on your own and you don't need your parents' permission, did you say, you know what, I'm going for this, don't matter what it takes, hell or high water, I'm going for this? At what point?
I hate to say it, but it was recently, actually maybe about 8 years ago, where I actually come to myself, because I went through a lot of challenges in life, some storms. Number one, with the loss of my mom. So I had to bear all of that. And in that point of my life, nothing else mattered, because I had to be the one to be the anchor for my younger siblings.
Right.
I had to be the stronger one. Though inside I felt crushed, but I had to be strong.
So to hold everybody together.
Exactly,
right.
Exactly. My older siblings were out of the house. They were moved far away. We were in the South. And, at that point in my life, I decided that I was just going to give all of that stuff up and just set my eyes on just being a church girl, and I got myself involved in the church really, really, really deep, to the point where, I was singing the gospel music, and, I was in a very, very, very strict setting type church. And, that's when I met my first spouse. And, just everything just went downhill from just a very, 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 very bad relationship. Don't want to go all into detail right now, but it was just very, very bad. My life just went in so many different angles, so many different ways. And, when I finally broke free, that was my opportunity to say, I let so many things hinder me. But, as every artist has their own story to tell, I have mine. And sometimes, you just go through so many points in your life, because sometimes God don't feel like you're ready.
Yes.
Until when He knows that you're ready. And I feel like right now it's like God is saying you're ready. So it took me this long time, but I had to build a life story to be able to write
to
and
have something to
tell
write about and
to
sing
tell
about
people exactly,
genuinely,
exactly, because I can't pretend life. I have to tell you and project out and minister what my life was really about, so that when people listen to my music, they can feel my pain, they can feel my soul, they can feel everything in my music, because this woman really went through these things, so it pretty much took me up until this now that I've actually found my way about 5 years ago.
But at the end of it, looking back at it, you have no regrets, because everything that happened led you to the point you are at now.
Exactly.
So as of now, what do you see yourself doing? What is your biggest goal or dream at this moment?
My biggest goal and dream is to blow. It's to blow, to really just...
On what stage? Do you see yourself
I
selling out
see
Madison
myself.
Square Gardens? Do you
Yes,
see
I
yourself
see
traveling
myself
the world?
winning a Grammy, a BET award, because I have that much
Speak it
confidence.
into existence.
Yes. Ain't no I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I hate that it took me so long, but it had
So it
to.
has to be the right time.
Exactly, it had to. But I see myself all over the world, people knowing me.
Yes.
And I can slowly see myself climbing up the ladder. Because when I first started on this journey again, it's like I was just so discouraged, because I would share and I would share. I would tell people,
nothing.
click the link, click. It took so long for people just, because that's just how people feel like if you're not already blown up,
You're right.
I'm not going to pay you no attention.
Right.
Though you're full of talent and you're full of
You
raw
don't have the big
talent.
name, they don't know you. You don't exist.
Exactly.
But the good thing about that is one day when you make it where you want to be, the same people, they would be regretting it, because they'll be like, I overlooked this person all along.
Exactly.
And I was, when she was at the bottom floor, but I ignored her. Now I wish I know her, because now she's big, she's selling out stadiums.
Yes.
So what are you working on right now?
What am I working on right now, people? I'm actually working on my very first album ever. Everybody know me. I was in the dancehall genre, but I went through some challenges in my life, and it took me a while to find myself, but I found myself and I found my soul. So I'm working on my very first R&B neo soul album called Pain to Happiness.
Okay, so initially you was, well, for the people who know you, you was referred to as the Ghana dancehall queen.
Yes, Ghana, West Africa dancehall.
Right. So now that you're spreading your wings, do you see yourself letting go of that, or are you just broadening your horizons and showing all your diversities? That it.
Pretty much just my horizons.
But you're not letting go of dancehall.
I'm not gonna let go of the dancehall, but I won't make that my main genre as I was doing at a point in time. I was still engaged in it, but I want to be all around diverse. But my main gift is neo soul, expressing out.
What I could say about that is, I agree with you not to give up on dancehall, but it is nice for people to see that you have all this range, because what people don't understand, who is not into music, dancehall doesn't show your range. You're more or less singing like you're rapping to a dancehall beat.
Exactly.
When you're singing R&B and soul music, it brings a different range out that people.
Yes.
So it's good that you decided to open up and sample different genres of music and not just stick in a box. So when is this album supposed to be dropping? Just to let the people know.
I plan on releasing this album in February of 2021. The reason being because of the title of this song, Pain to Happiness. This album expresses my story, relationship-wise, just life in general, but mostly relationships, of going from a lot of pain to happiness. And I felt that February for Valentine's Day will be a perfect time, because somebody can relate to love challenges, trying to find the perfect person, just going through many ups and downs of just, trying to find yourself as a woman, just looking for your worth and finding the beauty within yourself and just loving who you are as a person. And that's what this album expresses. It expresses out me as a woman and all the things that I had to go through of as far as love, finding myself, loving myself, and things of that nature. So I felt like Valentine's was a special day to release this album, because not everybody will have a Valentine's. Somebody's heart might get broken on Valentine's. Somebody might get that joy that they've been looking for so long on Valentine's. You just never know how things is going to shift. But I felt like Valentine's, since they celebrated in the U.S. as a time of love.
Yes. Mainly, yes.
Yes, and not only for those that don't have the love, but this album will express how you can still enjoy life and love yourself and still be just who you are, alone with or without anybody.
And triumph through that, all your challenges or whatever. Still
Exactly,
triumph through that.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
for the when you were growing up and you were listening to artists, let's say for instance, my thing was Mary J. Blige
Yeah.
for the heartbreak songs and the
Mm-hmm.
boo hoo let me cry while I eat my ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, who was it for you?
I liked a lot of Mary J. Blige as well. I love Toni Braxton. I loved her. One of her songs that I loved so much was "Don't Break My Heart."
Oh my God.
Yes, Donnell Jones. He was another one that went through a lot of pain songs. D'Angelo. Artists like that of that nature.
But in your earlier era, like when you were younger and like your mom would be playing these records in the house, I know you know. Did you listen to like Aretha Franklin and
Oh yeah.
Patti LaBelle,
Yes.
Anita Baker? Were
Yes.
these your people?
Yes.
Or they were just my people?
No. Anita Baker. I love Patty. Don't get me wrong. I love Patty. I love you, Patty, if you're watching this video. I love you with all my heart. You're such a humble, sweet person. But I love Patty. And I loved Aretha Franklin. These are legends that paved the way for women like us today.
Right.
And, I want to bring that back to the music because our generation today is so lost.
A lot of
is
them
so
don't know who
lost.
these people are.
They don't even know what talent really is. People are just signing anybody and just saying,
Yes.
okay. No, but these people were legends. These people told stories that were real.
Did you sing like Anita and wave your hands and kick your shoe off? And sing around and your mom like, what is wrong with you? Did you do that? Did you put the lipstick on and the wig and
No, I didn't put I didn't put the wig. No, I didn't get there. Oh, I did used to try to wear my mom heels, but no, I never got there.
Look in the mirror and hold the
I did all of that.
As a mic.
Oh, I did all of that,
I don't know
honey.
if it was
Yes.
just me. Okay, I can breathe.
I did all that.
It wasn't just me.
And my mommy would put the music on, and I would sit there and try to harmonize with them and R-E-S-E-S-B-A. What it means to me. Suck it to me, just the respect. Yes. I'm telling you, yes.
So when you named this album, what was the moment? What was the catalyst to naming this album? When you was thinking of the name for it, what made you come up with Pain to Happiness? Without going into too much detail. I'm sure you had a list of names, like I can name it this, I can name it that. What made you decide on that particular name?
It's okay. I can express out because I've gotten over that hump in life. God helped me to get over that hump in life, so I can express it. It's needful to talk about because somebody might get consolation and inspiration out of it. But I came up Pain to Happiness because I was once in a relationship before my husband now, and the relationship was just, at that time I had lost my mom. I was young, and I felt like I needed something just to kind of fill that emptiness. And I always tell women, never just mistake lust for love. And like I said, I was young, I was vulnerable. And I felt pretty much like taken advantage of. He was a lot older than me, and
I forgot to ask this question, excuse me. At what age did your mom die? This is the question.
My mom, she was 54 when she passed
away. How old were
away.
you at this point?
I was 17.
Okay, so with the pain and that emptiness and the certain people, there are people in this world that know to manipulate people and they know to prey on people. So once they come across you and you're grieving and you're vulnerable and you lean on them, and then they see the weakness and they took advantage of it, basically is what you're saying.
Exactly. He knew that. He knew
Predators.
that. Pretty much. Like, he forced his way in my life. I saw the red flags, but like I said,
And you
every
wanted
woman,
love.
yeah, every woman went through it, and I felt like he was just sucking it to me, and
God, not
as the
sucking it
what
to
the
you.
people say, but and I was more in twain with that and not really him. You know what I mean? And I was young, so I didn't really come to realization like, wake up, what are you doing? And it's crazy because my mom, before she passed, she told me don't make the same mistake that I did. She said the right person will come along, just be patient. And I made the mistake anyways, but if I had not made that mistake, I wouldn't have
Wouldn't be
met
here.
exactly, I wouldn't have met the man that I'm with now. And my husband now is the one that pulled me out of the
That
pain.
situation.
He mended the broken hearts. He showed me a love that I've never known before. He made me feel a love that I never knew that a heart could feel.
So hence the pain from one situation brought you to happiness in another situation.
Exactly.
So you have no regrets coming back to the same thing.
Exactly.
No regrets because every experience led you to where you are now.
Exactly. Life is full of challenges, and it is about taking risks.
Yes.
And one thing I learned, my godmother used to tell me, she said, you can't take one man's trouble and put it on another man, because not all men are the same.
Yes.
Exactly. Every man is different. And just because one did you wrong, you can't say every man is bad. It's just sometimes we make bad choices. And, we're not mindful in observing the situation before we jump into it. We as women, we're so sensitive, we're so yearning for love, and sometimes we find ourselves just jumping into the wrong situations when you see the red flags. But we have the tendency, I say all women have gone through this before.
Yes.
At a point in time in their life, have the tendency of seeing it but just blinding their eyes to it.
Yes, because what happens, nobody wants to believe that people could be so evil and wicked.
Exactly.
So you want to, even when you see it, you're like, no, maybe I'm thinking wrong. Maybe he didn't mean it this way or whatever.
No, he meant it every way. When you love something, you don't beat it.
You don't hurt it.
Exactly. When you love something, you don't lie to it. When you love something, you don't cheat on it. Every relationship is going to have ups and downs, but it's how the both of you balance out that relationship is what will keep that relationship
Balance.
set
Yes.
and balanced. It's a two-way thing. I don't profess for women to be all perfect and angels, because we're not. Sometimes we have this talk too much, and it's a challenge to kind of keep that trap closed, but
Okay.
we're very expressive, where men are more
our,
like
weapon and coping mechanism. Oh, really? Even when we know we're doing the mostest, but we like,
exactly,
okay, it's
extra.
my mouth, I can say what I want, whatever.
Exactly, extra,
We can
extra.
admit that.
And if you get a husband like mine, I really count myself blessed, because I'm not always easy to deal with, but for him to put up with me is really a lot of love, and I appreciate him. I always thank God for my husband, because I know I'm not always easy, but he deals with me and he sticks with me no matter what. Those situations get challenging sometimes, but I'm really grateful for my husband, and I wouldn't trade him for anything.
Yeah, but at least we could admit that we're not perfect and we like to run off at the mouth. Like I will tell anybody that I got a smart ass mouth, and I like to tell you about yourself when you're doing too much. Prepare yourself for that. You're not perfect. You have something about you, but this is what I have. I have a hot mouth. I say smart stuff all the time. Don't pay me no mind. Let us not fight, but I got a smart mouth.
Exactly.
So at least you admit it and not pretending to be no angel.
No.
So how many songs on this album?
Oh, wow.
You still have a book of songs and trying to figure out.
I'm telling you, I was going to put 10, but I think I'm going to go with 12.
Okay.
Because I'm going to do an intro and an outro to the album. So, yeah, I'm going to do 12.
So because of the name, Pain to Happiness, are we starting off with the painful songs and going to the less painful, till we get to the happy? Woo! I'm alive, baby. Is that how we're doing it?
Exactly.
Okay.
and some is going to be in between, because like I said, it's not just about pain, and it's not only about happiness, but it's going to be about romancing as well, intimacy.
Okay,
so all of that is
some songs start off painful, then we go to healing the pain, then we go to sensual, then we go to romance and the happy ever after. Okay, so we're painting a picture for the people. So y'all are listening. Pain to happiness, February. Stay tuned. You don't know the exact date at this moment. You know the date you're shooting for?
I'm shooting for Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I want to actually release the album
crossed and all.
on Valentine's
standing
Day.
on our head. Everything. Wishing on a star.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so do you have an idea for the album cover? Since it's pain to happiness, are we seeing hearts? Are we seeing broken hearts? And then full hearts? What are we seeing? Roses and hearts?
You're going to see the album. The album is me.
The cover. What are we seeing for the cover?
Me.
Oh, are we seeing hearts around you? Fluttering hearts.
I'm not exactly sure how my guy that's going to do the artwork and everything, but he's really good. Once I give him a picture of what I'm shooting for, his imagination goes beyond that. So
you mentioned Valentine's Day. I just wanted to give the people a little synopsis of what to expect if we're going to see some red roses and some hearts. Or what?
You just might. It's going to be a surprise. I can't tell it all.
Right. Just a little hint. Is there going to be a little bit of red somewhere?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course. Okay, we just
absolutely.
Just enticing the people. Enticing the people. So right now, you have nothing else that's coming out prior to this album in February. Have you just dropped something?
I'm still gonna drop some singles. I actually
dropped something. What was it?
It's a song I called "Move On," that I just released. This is basically, finally getting the courage to just move on from things. Sometimes we as women, we hold on to the hurt,
grudges and stuff.
Exactly, and I'm not gonna tell you a lie. It took me a long time to find my way out of the jungle, and I finally did, and I realized that I've come to a point in my life that you have to let it go now. You have to let it go. You can't keep holding on to the past, because it can really block a lot of things for your future. So you have to just let things go. Okay,
so for the people who are not sure, you're hearing the music playing in the background. That is the song Move On. So you can check it out on her channel, Ohemaa Sofyaah, on YouTube. She's on Instagram, search for her. She's on Facebook. I don't want to keep this video too long and, monotonous or whatever. So, Pain to Happiness, look for more things coming. She just dropped Moved On, and she say, check out her channel. She has dancehall. She has a plethora of, good stuff. She has a gospel song. She's not in a box. So, check it out. And so again, Queen Rocks, Ohemaa Sofyaah, and look forward for other things that we have coming up. Where lips are sealed, but look forward for a surprise that we're working on. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, share. I hope you like this interview. It's kind of informal, but I'm not trying to be what is it? What's this news channel?
It's okay. Yeah, we're under quarantine, so we're doing the best that we can. Everything is online.
Girl interview.
Yes.
And if you didn't know, you can check out my song as well, My Sunshine, that dropped May 30th. Mm-hmm. And check out our music also on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, etc., etc. Subscribe to my channel so you can keep track of all the new things coming up. Okay? Love you guys. See you in another video. Switch it!
Why you a be the one big come running? Say you want a rude girl, sexy thing, you want a true girl. When I'm stepping in me world.